All right, so we are back on part fucking 19. I don't know, I've lost track.
Friday the 13th, part 12. That's where we're at right now.
But that's what happens when you get some fucking people together that haven't seen each other in a while.
And you just talk about, yeah.
You do, man, you do. So we were just talking about how you got...
What you got going on there?
I got a pebble stuck in my can.
He didn't say a rock. This motherfucker said a pebble. You watch, you're going to put it right in your beer can. And you're going to hear ting, 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 ting. That's what you're going to hear. You watch.
Whoop, whoop.
Like poor Cassie lost her SIM card in the sink tonight. Poor girl. Poor girl.
Fuck it, we're just going to drink it. No, well, it's
drink the rock. It's okay.
Oh.
Well, not that way, but... Yeah, so we're back.
You're swinging for the fences tonight with these innuendos.
I don't know what the hell's going on. I was talking... Oh, the line of Coke story that we... Okay,
yeah,
so...
fucking good.
So here I am doing this movie, right?
Right.
And I'm this, like... by day, I'm a car salesman, but by night, I guess I owe money to people that I probably shouldn't owe money to. And they're kind of coming at me. So one of the scenes, they had me snorting lines of Coke, which were not real. It was baby powder. I didn't have to really snort it. So,
okay.
So here's the line. Right. So they tell me, they said, do you have like a card or something? I was like, yeah, I'm good. I got a card. Go ahead and cut your lines.
Uh-huh.
So, okay. I'm unsupervised here, okay?
Right.
Never in my life have I snorted Coke, so I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. My line turned out about that fucking thick, if you can see that. And the dude was like, God damn, dude. He's like, you fucking die if you snorted that. I was like, well, does somebody want to give me Coke snorting fucking 101? Because I don't know what I'm doing here, right? So he cuts the lines for me, and they're about this size now, that I guess is doable for the nose. I don't fucking know. And he says, here, just take the dollar bill, and the way we're going to shoot it, we won't see the actual table, so it just looks like you're snorting Coke. All right? So I do my fucking thing. And it was a couple weeks afterwards, and he had sent me a clip of it, and I asked him, I said, and the movie never came out, unfortunately. But I said, hey, man, do me a favor. I said, don't put that in the movie. I was like, for me, being a wrestler, I think sometimes people don't understand that line between John the actor or Bouncer the wrestler.
Yeah.
And they're going to think, oh, man, Bouncer was snorting Coke in a movie.
Right.
Think about what you just said. In a movie, it's not real, people. But I don't want someone thinking that, you know? So that guy was like, you know, I'd appreciate it if you didn't. And he did. He told me he wouldn't, you know, put that in there. But I have the video myself just for my own personal stuff.
Right.
It's awkward, you know, when you're doing something like that. Like, you know, I'm all for getting bloody and guts, and you can put makeup on me all day. I could be a zombie. I could be a demon, and I love every bit of it. And I could be a crazy serial killer. But when it comes to, like, snorting Coke and doing drugs and stuff, it's not the image you want people to see.
No.
You know, so I kind of wasn't comfortable with it. And I told him about it. But there's not much that I won't do when it comes to a movie, though. I won't do porn, though. I ain't doing none of that. Just saying. Not happening.
I'm actually thinking about starting an OnlyFans.
Well, then there you go. The only fan I have is the one sitting right over here. And that would be about it for me. That's my only fan right here. Just throwing that out there. Because nobody wants to see that. Just throwing that out there,
I'm thinking about doing my feet.
Well,
like a
lot of people like toes, man.
But you know what? Look, all right, fuck it. You know what? We had a bit of a direction we were going, but I have a lot of gay love. Whoa!
Tangent.
Whoo! I almost said I have a lot of gay lovers. Because I don't.
He said it.
But I have a lot of gay Look, gay people like me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, there's nothing wrong.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just trying to. I'm saying shit that making me sound like I like the dick, but I don't. I mean, I like mine. That's fine. It's cool. Whatever. But anyways, I'm just saying. I think I could start a successful OnlyFans. I've been told that I am what they call a bear.
A bear.
A bear.
Oh, you know what? This makes sense now because we were supposed to do it. And again, we're not talking bad about anybody, so please don't think that.
No.
We were supposed to do a show for Pride last year.
Nice.
And everything got shut down.
Which we're going to next, actually.
Okay. Everything got shut down, unfortunately. And it was funny because it wasn't really funny in that term, but I didn't know what it meant until you just said it. I knew it now, but when you said it, it kind of brought this memory back. And I told everybody that, listen, if we do this Pride show, I want only people that are acceptable of that way of life. Like, if you come and you do this show and you have a problem with the way people are,
right,
I don't want you to be a part of the show.
Yeah.
And I meant that 100%, dude. I don't want you thinking, well, it's just a wrestling show and I'll work on it. But if you're going to be shitty to people or treat people out of the way, I'm not going to have you as part of it.
Yeah.
And it was, I think one of the guys said, oh, can we come out as the something bears? And I'm like, no, you can't. Because I don't think that's funny.
Right.
Like, I know you were saying it as a joke, but what I'm saying is, like, I guess it's a term. I don't really know what it means in a sense, but they were taking it as, we could do this. And I'm like, again, just because it's a show for pride doesn't mean we're going to go out there and look like assholes. Like, that's not the way it's supposed to be ran.
Right.
It was supposed to be done as a professional wrestling show.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of guys, like, and I get it, man, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but you don't have to be an asshole
No, you
at the
don't.
same time, you know, and that's not cool.
Well, actually, my friend, it wasn't. I wasn't trying to be funny. I'm really thinking about fucking doing it. Because you know what? Fuck it. We all need to make money now.
I mean, dude, listen, I think in 2020, OnlyFans was probably, if you Google that, it would probably be the top fucking ranked thing in, like, because I think everybody had one. I don't have one.
And
just saying.
You can correct me in the comments, but I do believe a bear is just a heavy-set, hairy dude.
Oh, see, now it makes sense.
So that's what because it's a bear.
Well, the guy that asked is a heavy-set, hairy dude. I guess it makes sense now, but at the same time, I feel like he was saying it to be a dick, though, because he's that kind of person.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, no, not cool, dude. You know what I mean? Like, not cool. Where are you going there, bro?
I promise I haven't had too much to drink.
He has. That's okay. When you were sitting, it was okay. Now he's standing, and it's like,
because my ass was falling asleep.
Dude, my balls have went fucking
numb.
Numb.
Not that I know, but he's told me. That's all.
I have, and we won't show that part until now. They're in the bloopers, but now you know my balls have went numb 4 times. Just saying.
Right. So
we talk about everything.
We do. We don't care. It's just, we're open books.
0 fucks given.
None. I lost mine.
They're gone. They've been gone for years.
Oh, yeah. So, as you just talked about, everybody knows 2020 was a fucking horrible year. I know a lot of people have lost some folks. We've lost some folks. Yes. And a lot of people have lost their jobs, their businesses. And that is no stranger to sports, and especially professional wrestling.
Yeah, man.
So, how hard did it hit you guys?
It sucked, man, because as a booker, I had my entire year of 2020 booked.
Yeah. For
numerous people. And we were supposed to have a show in January, but the weather was rough. And it's Ohio, man. It's hit or miss. If you don't live in Ohio, it could be summer one day and winter the next. And fall the day after and right back to winter. So it's give or take here. You never know.
Or that could be within 1 hour of...
In one day, you can get all fucking variations of the summer, winter, fall, and whatever else. But yeah, we had to cancel our January show in 2020.
Right.
And then we had our February show. Everything gearing up to finish out the year, obviously, even though it was early, we had everything set, planned, and ready to go. And March hit, and nobody knew what the fuck was going on. And 2 weeks into March, I had to cancel my show. And after that, of course, we haven't done shit.
Yeah.
It is now June of 2021, and we aren't looking to start back per my... It's the way I want to do things, not until September.
Yeah.
Dude, the floodgates opened. And
oh, yeah.
Every concert in the world is coming to Youngstown, I think, within the next couple months.
Yep.
Every festival is running. Every fair is running. People are just running around butt-ass naked in the street. They're really not, I'm just saying. But that's how much freedom we have now with all this. And it's like everybody and their brother's doing something. So for me, I don't want to start up till September, man. Yeah. I want to give it time for people to get out there, have some fun. Because let's be honest, you've been cooped up. The majority of people have been cooped up for a year and a half. They don't want to sit in a fucking building and be cooped up anymore. They want to get out and be free.
Yeah.
Let them have their fun for the next couple months. And then when the fall hits, we'll get back in the swing of things.
And, that's kind of like a great idea and a perfect idea because, when the fall hits, that's our favorite fucking time of the year, man. That's Halloween time. That's fucking haunted houses. Yes. That's just good times.
And I will say this, and I always say this, dude. Every time October will come around, as he just said, there's one day I will not take any kind of wrestling booking or what have you, whatever, and that is October 15th, when Halloween Kills comes out. I'm not doing it. My birthday's the day before, whatever. The 15th, I'm not taking any kind of wrestling booking. Don't ask me. I'm not doing it. Just saying. Not happening. And I want to have fun this October. I missed out on so much shit in years past because I've always had bookings or I've had movies or something. I want to go to some haunted houses, damn it. I want to have fun.
Well,
Halloween store opens in August. I'll be there as soon as it opens.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, I'll let you decide if you want to kind of tread on this area. Okay. We've talked about it personally. Yes. I know that with the shutdown and whatnot, you've kind of struggled as far as whether you want to continue to wrestle or not. Would you mind kind of talking to us about that and updating us?
Yeah, I'm cool, man. Here's the thing. Like, for me, I don't think it was really just the whole hit of 2020. It was just an element of everything.
Yeah.
So in that time of all this happening, I watched a lot of these dudes sit and fight on Facebook. and this and that. Everybody had balls because they were sitting at home. And they didn't have to see these people.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody had big balls, man, and they were fighting and want to argue about this and want to argue about that. So that when shows started up again, a lot of people were saying, well, when I see that dude on the show, I'm going to beat his fucking ass. And my comeback always was, it won't the fuck be on one of my shows. Because I don't play that shit.
That's right.
Okay, and that's how it's going to be. So I saw this, and I did very small shows at a time when you weren't really supposed to be doing them, but people were still doing them here and there. And I just wasn't feeling it. We did November, we did January. I wasn't feeling it. We did one, I think, in February, March maybe, or it might have been March or April, I don't even know. And I kind of I had fun in that match, and I told Kurt, I said I needed that. And he agreed. We both kind of felt like we needed that. And then this comes to a point, man, where, I don't know, like, I used to always be the guy that would take a wrestling booking over anything else. That's just how I was. I would take a wrestling booking over a movie any day. And now it's completely different, where I'll take that movie booking over a wrestling booking, and I won't give two shits about it. I won't care. I'll go to a show late because I'd rather go film a movie. Or I just won't go to the show at all because I'd rather film a fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think movies for me, in a time where we weren't allowed to do shit, and it was the week after Steve passed, and I was offered to go do a movie with Matt from MMH. And he reached out to me about doing a movie with him, and dude, I jumped on it because I wanted to get the fuck out of the house, man.
Yeah.
And I was having a tough time. And I told the girl that I was working with that day, I said, I apologize to you if anything doesn't come out like it's supposed to. I said, I'm having a tough time. My friend just passed, so I'm here, but I'm not here.
Right.
You know? And she was super cool, very nice person. She understood. Matt understood too. And I've been working with him now ever since then. You know, it's been over a year. And I've done so much stuff with him. And like, he's like one of my go-to people. Like, he knows, he can message me at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and say, hey man, I got this idea for this. Are you cool with doing a voiceover? Absolutely. And I will go do that voiceover right then and there for him. Or he'll message me at 3 or 4 in the morning. Hey man, can you do this character? I'll come out here in the garage and I'll set up a green screen, which is right behind us. And I'll put on these fucking clothes and do whatever, man. And I just have so much fun doing the movies. Yeah. And I can feel myself even being excited talking about it.
Yeah, I can see it in you.
Whereas like wrestling anymore, I don't feel like I have that excitement anymore. It sucks because I don't want to feel that way because it's been my life for almost 25 years, man.
Right.
You know?
So, okay. 2021 that we're currently in plays out, and if this is the Bouncer's last hurrah, does John continue? Does John continue to book? Does John continue to run RAPW? Or is it when Bouncer's done, everything's done?
That's a tough call, man. There's some dudes that will retire from the ring and can completely walk away from it and be 100% fine with it. Still be around it, still do this, and then there's guys who can retire from the ring and then not be able to be around it because then you start to miss it.
Right.
I think for me that when I do finally quit, I don't want to be the guy. I don't mind maybe booking shows, but I don't want to be the guy that quits and then a month later I'm right back in the ring.
Right.
Will it happen? Who knows? I can't answer that question, but I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
I don't want to say, I don't want to go out there and give that speech of saying this is it for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then a month later, I'm right back wearing a pair of fucking tights and I'm in the ring and everybody's like, well, that was fucking stupid. You know, like,
right.
I want to say that when I'm done, I'm done. But I also want to go out on my own terms.
Yeah.
I would hate for something an injury or an illness or something, whatever, to take me away from something that I've done for a long time. I'd rather go out on my own terms.
Do you have that final match planned in your head of what you would want to do, how you'd want to go out?
I don't have the final match per se of who it would be. But I do know that when I go out, I'm going out the same way I started. So when I'm going out with my AC/DC Back in Black music that I started out with, and I'm busting out the old Bouncer vest that has my name spray painted on the back, or not spray painted, but nicely done actually on the back. That doesn't fit very much anymore because my shoulders got bigger. But I'm still wearing that motherfucker though. And that's how I'm going out. I do know that that's going to happen. So I always told Cassie that when you hear that music, you know that's my last one.
So we don't have to go get Greg Valentine to punch you in the face?
We might have to. We might have to book Greg for that show just to punch me, just because. After I'm done, I'll have my whole retirement speech, and then bam, Greg punched me in the face.
How's that, brother?
And I see cartoon birds.
At least it ain't them fucking birds from Matt Riddle. I hate them fucking birds.
Dude, why? why are there? He kicks your shoes off, and it's like Snow White's in the ring. Like all of a sudden, like why?
And I hate that fucking shirt, and I hate that scooter, and I hate them fucking.
Are you a fan of Matt Riddle by chance?
Fucking hate Matt Riddle.
I didn't think so. All right, no, but dude, honestly, like I don't know if it's just a funk, if it's just what. I don't know.
Well, I'm not going to sit here and say that, but I mean, I was going to say I don't think you would ever completely walk away because I mean,
it would be hard, man.
I know myself. Like I said, I was in fucking wrestling long enough to have a cup of coffee, as the saying goes.
We're still there though.
I get that fucking itch all the time. I know that if I was still living in Ohio, whether it was just trying to help you set up the ring or being a battle royal every once in a while or whatever, I would still want to be. I want to be in it in some capacity because I'm telling you guys, if it's that they do not lie when they say that you get bit by the bug and you get that itch. I don't care how long you're in it, away from it, whatever, you're always going to want to scratch it at some point. So,
and I feel like that about movies too, man. Like, I mean, I started doing stuff in 2006 and I had no clue what the fuck I was doing.
Right.
I went out for a movie and my only plug to these people was, I'm a wrestler. And the guy goes, you're in. Okay. But what am I doing? I have no clue what the fuck I'm doing, right? And then like a couple of years went by and stuff, and it was just here or there, hey, a movie here, a movie there. And then like about 5 or 6 years ago, it really started picking up. No. And it was like you're just getting booked for stuff, and like you learn who you're cool with, and when you have the right group, it's fun as hell.
Yes.
I've also went through a couple bad ones too. You know, I had to walk away from a couple too because of just the way they were and just the way they treated people and stuff. And I don't play that stuff, man.
No.
If I'm there to respect you, then goddamn it, you need to respect me too.
Absolutely.
Simple as that. Like, if I'm giving you my time and my body in some cases to do like stunts and shit, don't treat me like shit. You know, I've met some really cool people, worked with a lot of really cool people that I've been able to go back and do other movies with,
right.
Sequels and everything else. And dude, I like I said, you can put me in any kind of makeup you want to. Like, I won't complain. I don't care how long I'm sitting in a fucking chair. Do what you got to do, man.
Yeah.
That's the most fun to me, honestly.
Hey, that's still my goal. I don't care if I got to be a zombie or something, but I want to do a movie one time, just even if it's a fucking.
Let me just say this: we talked about this a little bit off camera, but if this dude does decide to come back here and move back to Youngstown, then I'm gonna tell you right now, 2 things are gonna happen. Number one, the horror guys are gonna flourish because we're gonna be on top of it all the time.
Yes.
And number 2, this dude's gonna get in a movie with me, and we're gonna have a fucking blast. Because there's a lot of zombie stuff. I've done zombies numerous times. I've done demons. I'm teetering on being killers. I've been killed, which is really cool because here's the thing, man. I've always been stereotyped as the tough guy.
Yeah.
So like when you'll see me in movies, and I'm not knocking anyone, so please don't take this the wrong way, but I've always played like the mafia sidekick dude,
yeah.
Or I've been like the mean ass prison guard, or I've been like the tough ass bouncer in a club, or I've been the mean biker looking dude. But then I had a chance to play like the victim. When you don't get a chance to do that, it's fun as fuck because it's not something you're used to doing.
Yeah.
So here I am now surrounded by 4 or 5 women that are, one's got a hedge clipper, one's got a machete, and they're coming to fuck me up. And I'm tied to a fucking tree.
Jesus Christ.
And it's like, oh shit, I get fucked up in this movie. Like
that's the picture that
with holding my arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I get fucked up in this movie. And then I did it again when prior to that, we did a movie for a 48 film competition, and I got like brought into the room and I got thrown up against the wall, and like I was pretty much like the victim, you know, like the dude's talking shit, and then I come back and I have my lines on him, and he slits my fucking throat. You don't get to play that part, you know, but then at the same time, I want to be the serial killer.
Right.
Or I want to be the creepy dude. Or I want to be that guy. I want to play everything, and I want to be able to do it and just have fun, man.
Rom-com.
Rom-com?
That's what I see for you.
You want to see me in a rom-com?
Rom-com.
Oh, shit.
Leading man.
Well, I don't know about a leading man. I came close with Body Bag, and it was funny because I did Body Bag for 18 months. That was my foot on the chair.
Ah, man, I swear to God, I heard shit scratching back there. I was freaking out.
That cat came to life.
Man, this fucking thing, man.
But no, dude, I did Body Bag for about 18 months, and I played like the mafia sidekick guy. And that was like, when that character was done, I was like, well, now what do I do?
Yeah. Because
that was a fun-ass character, right? It was so long because everyone had different schedules, and Quiet was kind of filming with this guy and that guy, and we'd bring in a big group, and we'd have a smaller group, and just everything came together like that. But, dude, we went to go see the movie, and Kurt was sitting in front of me with his girlfriend, and me and Cassie were sitting behind him. And the movie popped up, and my name was the first thing that popped on the screen, and I was like, why the fuck is my name first? And Kurt turned around and looked at me and goes, shut the fuck up, you deserve it. But I didn't feel like it did. Like, it just hit me like, holy shit, dude. Like, okay, there's little things like that. I did a film for Len Kabazinski out of Erie, which I'm going to work with here in a few weeks. And, dude, he put out his poster, and I was on the cover of it. The DVD came out. I was on the cover of it. The Blu-ray came out. I was on the cover of it. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, it's little stuff like that that is like, I don't need an award to say you were the best actor. It's little stuff like that. The posters and the DVD covers that you don't expect.
Yeah.
Your name popping up in the credits. The fact that Matt puts me on posters and stuff like that for his movies. Dude, I don't expect that stuff. And it's crazy to see because I don't see myself as this great fucking actor. Or anybody that would bring... My name doesn't bring you any kind of anything seeing it on that poster or anything like that. But it's so cool to see it. You actually makes worthwhile what you do. Like, you feel that, about yourself.
But here's the thing, man. And I know earlier I said I wasn't going to sit here and put you over and kiss your ass and all this and that, but Kurt's 100% right, dude. You deserve it. And before you say anything, I just want to sit there and say, because, dude, you're dedicated. You help anybody and everybody. You're the first one in, the last one out. You are just a genuine, awesome dude. And now you can even go back with that when we can go back to HPW. When you had, there was nothing at all that says you had to come in and train us or show us anything.
Did I ever tell you the story of how I interpreted that night?
No.
So you guys were at the CW show. And I think it was Russ that came up to me first.
Right.
And Russ said to me, because I had known Russ prior to this, and Russ said to me, he goes, hey man, there's a group of guys that kind of want to talk to you and see if maybe you'd help them out with wrestling and stuff. And I told Russ, I said, nah, dude, I appreciate it, but no thank you. It's not something I really want to do. A couple minutes later comes another group of you guys, and I think you might have been in that group, I think. Mm-hmm. You came up, and he came up to me talking about sir, and I was like, oh, don't be calling me sir, dude, like, it's cool, And they asked me the same fucking question, and I was like, nah, dude, I'm not really cool with it. Here comes a third group now, later on. And they take me over to Jay, who is their
leader.
He's their leader, basically. We'll call him their leader at this time, and stuff. And Jay was sitting in the chair and stuff, and he's surrounded by all these guys, and it was like walking into like a fucking meeting with the Godfather, right? So Jay's sitting in the chair, and he finally kind of comes up out of the chair, and he introduces me, a very soft-spoken person. And Jay came up and introduced himself to me and kind of told me the whole premise of what they were kind of looking at doing. And he went on for about a good 5 minutes and stuff, and I said, all right, fuck it, where are you guys at, man? And he goes, we're over in Girard, man, and let's go. Right now? Yeah, fuck it, let's go. And I spent 2 hours with you motherfuckers that night, and we were just bumping and having a good time and everything else, man. So I called up Steve, and I was like, dude.
I'm going to tell the story. Fuck it.
Uh-oh. Okay.
So, my first interaction with Steve. Steve was a fucking amazing man. And,
dude, man.
This dude came in the fucking training, started busting my balls like no one else can.
That was Steve. If you didn't know him, let me tell you, that was Steve.
So, I'm like, fuck it. You know what? I'm just going to start throwing Rose back. We're just going back and forth and whatnot. And, Steve, what was it? Was it a kidney transplant that he had? Yeah. When he was younger, and he took dialysis and things of that nature. And I didn't know that. I didn't realize that at first because I guess you could see the tube that was in his arm. And he was bald-headed and he was a DJ. So I was like, you look like Moby on dialysis. Oh. And he goes, really, motherfucker? That's really ignorant. And I mean, he's just fucking laying into me. And then he shows me his arm and he's like, he's actually going through this. And I fucking felt so bad. I was apologizing.
At the same time, Steve reeled him in.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what Steve did.
Oh.
What Tony doesn't know is people would come at Steve and they'd say something about his mom. And Steve would say, and he would be serious as fuck. Put his head down and everything. He's like, well, my mom passed away, man. And, the dude was like, oh. And this dude was ready to fuck Steve up. And he was like, man, I'm sorry, man. I didn't realize. I didn't know. And I'm over there trying not to fucking laugh because Steve's mom's alive and well. Just saying. And Steve got himself out of this fight because he straight up just like completely just turned into this somber dude and just said, my mom passed away. And people fell for it, dude. Like Steve was a fucking champ.
Oh, dude. Like, he could work a crowd, a room, a person, whatever. Like I said, man, I sat there and I fucking apologized and I felt so
and then
bad.
He starts fucking laughing because he reeled your ass in.
Yeah, and we fucking became great friends and even tag team partners after. Steve was an amazing man. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to dredge up too many memories, but I love you, dude, and we miss you, man.
We do have to tell that story real quick about the night in Barberton, though. I know you got one and I got one too.
All right, you want me to tell mine first? Mm-hmm. On the way up there? Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, so for many of you
God
that...
damn, I had flakes flying over. It was like summertime in the car. Just saying, I'm not going to throw it out there. I'm not going to say it.
You asshole.
Oh, shit. This is why we can't hang out.
Oh,
We can't have nice things because of this.
Oh, fuck,
We
I'm
can't.
see, my vision's blurry.
Dude, it was great. I was like, tell that story. It was like flying out and shit. I was like, what the
I
fuck?
was having flashbacks.
That PTSD continued. Tik Tok coming and shit.
Alright. So, some of y'all may remember Craigslist. I don't know if it's still around or whatnot, but there was...
I'm pretty sure.
Is it?
That thing's like fucking ever living, dude. It's never going to die.
I'll tell you the story on the next video, because we got about 17 seconds.
Oh, well, let's 17 seconds? Damn, we can pull the story out. Good, go for it.
Alright, well, fuck it. You know what? I'm going to wait for this buzzer to go off so I can stop it real quick and don't interrupt my
We're
story.
on Craigslist. This is what the story we're starting. We're going on Craigslist.
Yes, so we're on Craigslist. We're on the way to Barberton. This is before you were the owner of...
Yeah, we were just going up to work, yeah.
Right, going up to work. It's me, Bouncer, Steve, and Bill Rose was in the car, right? I think it was all four of us. Or was it just the three of us?
I think Bill might have been with us. God, we had so many variations of car
Yeah,
rides up there,
and
but I
they
think
were all
Bill might have
fucking
been with us,
blast. So we're going up there, and we're like, fuck it. We're going to go through the Craigslist ads for personal ads. And me and Steve, we find this fucking number of a lady of the night.
That's a hooker if you didn't know.
Yes. So...
Not a Frankenhooker, but a hooker. Just saying. That was at his hotel room earlier tonight. Frankenhooker was there.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, want a date, got some money, she was there.
Anyways.
Super crack.
I sound like fucking Muttley from Laugh Olympics.
Oh, fuck. We might have to continue this story in the next video. Holy shit. Ladies and gentlemen, Muttley. I'm just throwing it out there.
Muttley has entered the chat. So, alright, I'll try to make it quick. So, fucking Steve gives me the great idea to call one of these hookers and just ask how much it is to shit on her chest. And, you know, because some people are into that. And we were disguising ourselves as either JC Slick or Russ. I wasn't 100% sure which one.
Russ that night.
I think it might have been Russ. So I'm like, yeah, my name is Russ, and I'm just curious, how much would it be to shit on your chest? And at that time while I'm asking this, there's a fucking baby crying in the background. And I don't know if, you know, who gets their kicks on shitting on people's chest, but I just know that when I hear a baby crying, that just takes all the fun out of it for me. You know, the flagpole goes down, you don't get just... Yeah, so that didn't really go as far as we could have taken it because it just really threw us off.
And it would have went really far.
It would have, but that's just the kind of shit that Steve would either A, put you up to or just do with you because your story's a lot better.
No, I got to sum it up because I know we're running on time, but we're on a trip to Barberton. It's myself, Steve, Bill Rose, and PJ, known as Axel at the time. And we were, you know, on our way back home, and we had stopped to get food and stuff. So Steve stops at the red light. He just a little bit went over the white line. Sure enough, cop pulled him over. So Steve, being Steve, cop comes up to the window and he says, "Hey, do you know why I stopped you?" And Steve goes, "No." He goes, "Well, you went over the white line." He goes, "No, I didn't." And the cop goes, "Well, you did." And he goes, "I'm going to need to see everybody's IDs." And I'm like, well, fuck, we're all going down tonight, man. Shit. It's late. It's like 12 o'clock. Like, we're all going to jail tonight. We're stuck in Barberton until, you know, whenever. You don't want to be stuck in Barberton late at night, let me just say.
I would attach us.
No. And Daddy Ricky out there at the Shamrock. Just saying, man. So anyway, the cop goes back and, you know, he takes everyone's ID and he goes back to run everybody's shit. And Bill finally says real quiet, he goes, "Hey, man," he goes, "I got a problem, man." Steve's like, "What?" He was like, I think I might have a warrant out. Steve's like, "Oh, fuck, dude." PJ's like, "Oh, shit, man." And I'm up in the front like, oh, shit, here we go, right? So cop comes back. The first thing he says, he leans down, he comes in the window, and he goes, "Who's William Rose?" And Steve, without fucking hesitation, goes, "Him right there." Pointed his ass out, threw him under the bus. So cop looks over at Bill, and he says, "Hey, man," he goes, "you know you got this warrant out for your arrest, right?" And Bill goes, "Yeah, man." He goes, "I know about it." And he goes, "I'll tell you what. Get back home, take care of your shit, because I don't feel like writing this stuff up." Hands everybody back our IDs, and the cop says to Steve, he goes, "Next time if I pull you over, maybe listen to what I say to you. And Steve's whole demeanor changed. He goes, yes, officer, thank you. And it was just like, I'm trying not to laugh because Steve came out ball busting like a motherfucker, and all of a sudden he changed his whole tune.
Yeah, boy.
Because as soon as he found out about that warrant, we were all fucking going down that night. And it was like, yeah. So Bill almost got us in jail in Barberton. And that's not a place that, trust me, you don't want to be there.
You don't. Where there's
longer than you have to be, you don't want to spend any more time than that there. Yeah, no. All right.
There's more people than teeth there.
That is very true. We are going to take a break, and we will be back. So we'll see you soon.
Yeah, see you.